Morning from Clarkey. What a wonderful opportunity to say hello again. It's been a while actually, and so my conscience is smitten that you all need to hear from me one day. And I've been thinking about the life that goes on for a lot of us at the moment, and discouragement seems to be one thing that we come across everywhere. So I want to take the opposite approach and encourage you this morning. The Bible talks about how important it is to encourage one another in the things that are of life and the things of God. So today I'm just taking this point of view of saying you have the ability to change atmospheres. The Bible talks about this life and death in the power of the tongue. And when we take the opportunity to be positive and bring words of affirmation into situations, we can change things. We hear so much happening in the news that's really, really negative and having an effect on our society, our homes, our families in such a way that our kids are getting affected. So as adults, as influencers today, we can make a change. I have this little quote that says, "The tongue's in a wet place and it's liable to slip." So we've got to watch over what we say and be conscious of what we're saying and what we're trying to bring to those that are around us. And I know that today in office places and places of work where you're rubbing shoulders with people that have got a totally different attitude to life, and sometimes they come from home and they unpack the journey at work, and you hear stuff that you really didn't sign up to hear during the day. But you can turn these things around by having sympathy is one part of it, finding ways to communicate into their world. Be diligent about the things that you're doing when you are meeting new people or in any place where you can have an influence. And I think it's so important that we take a hold of the opportunity to be life, not death. Speak life. I've had a number of people pass away in recent times, and there's a sadness there. But there's that time to grieve, but the time also to rejoice in life. So find those opportunities. Be sensitive to environments that God puts you in. People that you have, if you were contracted to work with, it can be really hard work sometimes. But be the influence that brings life into the place, talks positive things, and is sensitive to the needs of others. Because I know from experience that we can change atmosphere by our attitude, the way that we think, the way we connect with others, and the care that we show. It doesn't cost too much to say a nice word and to say something that turns somebody else's attitude towards you and says, "Oh, thank you." And as I meet people, I always say, "Hey, thanks for your service," or "Hey, it's great to be here." Something that attaches their attention instead of just being a number, as it were, in somebody else's day. So you can make a difference. And I'm saying to you today, there's life and death in the power of your tongue. You watch the change when you take the risk. Because sometimes you feel, "Oh, I can't say that." No, you have all power in you. You have all authority given to you by God. So go and be amazing. Come on, you can do it.